Hello, everybody. I'm Michael Janssen, Chief Research Officer for Everest Group. And today I'm here with Ronak, our Vice President of our Technology and IT Services Practice.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Michael.
So we just recently did a webinar on digital for good, shaping your sustainability journey. And it's a little bit different for us in terms of it wasn't focused in on the traditional outsourcing objectives and market size and some of the different service providers and value proposition. This was focused in on a topic that's been really hot lately, which is a little bit new and different in terms of corporate social responsibility, brings in sustainability, brings in impact sourcing. And in the webinar, Ronak, you did a slide that had a traditional capability maturity model in it. Can you walk us through some of the key elements of each of these different levels?
Sure, Michael. And again, the way to traditionally see this is from left to right, right? So what we have seen is a lot of enterprises start with what they would call a social responsibility. This is voluntary. It is driven by a few people in the organization, and it's not governed or measured or driven by certain regulations, but it's out of what the organization wants to do. And as they start thinking of level two is when they're also being mandated, right? Because they're measuring themselves, they're governing themselves, their compliance related issues they need to solve for. And it starts becoming a part of their business processes in general. So they need to be reporting it, they need to be measuring it, and they need to be dealing with it, right? That's the point around here. So what happens at level two is you're doing everything at level one, but you're also trying to do elements of level two. But what's interesting is the maturity level three. So as you move to level three, this is where you're not thinking of this as in compliance mandate, but you're thinking of this as a way to drive growth, experience, and new products and innovation. You create a line of business focused on enabling sustainability for your end customers. And this is where it becomes a revenue generating initiative. What becomes the North Star of this maturity continuum or the level four is when enterprises truly become what we call as purpose driven. They are not for every action that they take, right? Every operations, every business, every experience, every product that they create is being driven by those sustainability principles. They need to be measuring it. They need to use a lot of digital technologies, data, artificial intelligence, cloud to be able to kind of manage this at speed and scale. And hence this becomes, something which, we are kind of keenly watching of how this continuum evolves.
So the capability maturity model that you showcased there was really focused on the enterprises. What do you see the changes that are going to happen in the actual outsourcing industry itself? So the current players that are there, how are they going to make changes?
Yeah, and absolutely. I think that's a good question. And Michael, as we think of the outsourcing industry evolution, you're talking about cost transformation, you're talking about services transformation as a service with cloud coming in. With now sustainability added, this will become a value proposition or a differentiators for these service providers. For enterprises, this is another thing that they are going to use to evaluate their providers. So it's not just about how good the provider is in their services, cost transformation capabilities, but also what is their own internal sustainability footprint as a service provider and how they can enable the client to be more better on this journey. So that's where the true digital for good topic comes in.
Okay, so it's trying to establish a competitive advantage and going way past the kind of the lowest cost wins, looking for competitive advantage. Okay, hey Ronak, thank you for your time today. If you click the link below, you're going to be able to see the entirety of the webinar, the on-demand version. And if there's any questions for either Ronak, myself, Rita, or Nitish, feel free to reach out to us either on LinkedIn or hit our emails. And thank you for your time today.
Thank you.